continue to defend this. Michelle Beadle supported Dianna Russini when asked about it and her future after resigning from The Athletic. A lot of men and women in this business, this is Michelle Beadle talking, a lot of men and women in this business have done things that will be considered inappropriate, but those glass house owners have been really loud on this. Okay, I take that two ways. Blah, blah, blah. Shout out to Mama Beads. Y'all know I used to work with Mama Beads. I take that two ways. One general, one specific. One, if she's saying generally, a lot of, how did she say it? Let's talk through it. A lot of men and women in this business have done things that would be considered inappropriate. You're damn right. It's called life. This is why I don't get offended when people say athletes are dumb and all that stuff and athletes are violent and all that stuff. And I know it's true to a degree, but guess what? You know what's even greater than that degree? This is what you got to hit them back with. I'm an athlete, but I'm also a human first. That's why I don't put my race first. I don't put my gender first. I don't put nothing first. I ain't even pick my race. I ain't even pick my gender. I ain't put nothing first. I put me first. I ain't even pick me. Mama and daddy did that. They had a good night. 10 months later, here you go. I'm greater. Come on, baby. I'm putting me first because this is all I got. Me, Pac-Man. That's two references for colors. Here's the real. You know what's worse than athletes? You know what's dumber than athletes? Humans. You know what's dumber than athletes? Americans. Your neighbor. People forget this. Oh, those athletes, those professional athletes, all violent and stuff. You want to see the crime rate in the NFL versus the crime rate in your neighborhood, in your vicinity, in your community, in America? The crime rate everywhere across the board is higher. It's just fewer athletes, a couple incidents that get magnified. You're getting triggered. You're getting algorithmed. That's what happens. Like, it's 1,800 NFL players. If 3 of them get in trouble, you're like, all them players, man, they always getting in trouble. 3 of them go broke. Oh, the NFL players always spending money. Do you know that your neighbors check to check? Do you know your other neighbors on welfare? Every single thing you can throw at Dianna Russini, throw at a woman journalist, throw at a man football player, a woman basketball player, your neighbors are worse. I've always known that. Do your homework. God damn. Oh, I said dang. God dang. Do your homework. It's easy to fake. Oh, I better stop talking about other people. So that's the glass house I'm thinking she's talking about. Generally. But specifically, I think she knows names and numbers. And that's her protecting the guilty. But who's been talking about it? It's actually been more people not talking about it now, except ESPN. So nobody at ESPN, because they ain't saying nothing. Except on maybe on a podcast they are. I don't know. So she's talking about somebody specifically. And look, if all else fails, if somebody came up to me, Marcellus, you better start saying some names and numbers or else. Oh yeah, I got some names and numbers. I hate to do it to you, but I'm not dying for you. You know, the first rule of life is survive. Second rule is thrive. I must survive. I would out some. This is why I'm laughing at Gucci Mane and all them people and 6ix9ine. I'm not even mad at it. I'm snitching. It's not that deep. I love MJ more than you. I love Araya more than you. I love Maraca more than you. I love Olivia more than you. I love Anna Marie more than you. I am snitching. I am not doing jail time. I'm not getting shot. I'm not getting hurt for you and your reputation. I tried my best to protect it, but guess what? It's now affecting me. It will affect you because you are the one that actually did it. Let's go snitching. I don't know why y'all be trying to take care of these fools who are fools. I'm not. But actually, that's not the definition of snitching. I don't want to go down that alley. But y'all better stop playing, okay? So they trying to defend it everywhere you can. Oh, my God. It's insane. It's real spit. They trying to defend it. I got some more people over here trying to defend it. And this is what's interesting. Man, this story ain't gonna never end. I got like 18 clips of it. Let's hear Colin talk about it. Colin's always saying something smart. I like Colin. Colin's the top dog. Let's hear it.
Don't confuse moral and ethical. Diana's in a space where it's moral and ethical. Mike's is moral. And again, these are allegations. That's the other reason I don't talk about it. But I do want to create
talking about it right now.
or provide clarity on that when you say, well, why doesn't the mainstream? I don't think mainstream broadcasters, writers talk about moral stuff. If it becomes ethical, if a reporter gets fired for this, then that means the New York Times discovered ethical breaches.
That makes sense and explains not just why it's a little silent at ESPN or whatever it may be, but more so why she quit. She's like, ooh, if they fire me, then that's going to be the assumption that there's discovery, which means I need to get up out of here before they even find anymore. So that means I want them to stop this investigation. So let me just resign. That's why they say the lawyer wrote that email, not her. That's why I wanted to listen to Colin, because Colin going to break it down. Right? So the point is, you may absolve some of the media, ESPN, et cetera, for not covering this because, frankly, this is just a moral conversation. And being real, Dianna Russini or Mike Vrabel and the New England Patriots, we're going to pick Mike Vrabel and the Patriots. And he didn't do the same thing in this situation that she did. But can we stop being so immature, maybe even premature in our thoughts? Like we're acting infantile to be thinking what a coach does and a reporter does is the same thing. They don't even start off on the same plane. They're not even on the same level. How are they going to do the same thing in terms of impact? Come on, y'all.
Therefore, the mainstream media comes in to discuss. They have evidence, therefore, of an ethical lapse. So I'm supporting the mainstream media. It's one thing if you're a podcaster with a small following, a blogger, your latitude on this stuff. You talk about what you want when you want. But for the major media players, mostly we wait for an ethical breach, which is confirmed by an employer, to discuss.
Right and wrong. Now, see, Colin he had me there, but you forget, I've been there before. I worked there as well. That's not true. It's not about the employer and ethical and moral and all that. It's about Madison Avenue and the advertisers. It's about you going out there and doing something that you're scared that could ever come back and land on you. So let's not open up this latitude, as he said, to a point where this is easily something that could be talked about with us. I give you an example. When Fox had that lawsuit and all those allegations, when a lawsuit is filed against a player, we talk about it. Why? Because we talking about it. Moral or ethical come into play, Colin? None of that. It's just a lawsuit against a big. If Dak gets sued for something that's like, whoa, not that he didn't pay his gardener, but sued for something, we gonna talk about it. Y'all talk about worse. Y'all talk about who somebody dating. Cardi B, where Cardi B at? And Stephon Diggs and all. Stephon Diggs' lawsuit did come up. But Fox's lawsuit didn't come up on ESPN. I wonder why. Because ESPN's sitting there like, shoot, that's the last thing we want to talk about because we done had our own and we might, we had ours before and we're going to have one again. Because as long as there's a makeup room in any of these buildings, there's going to be some issues. It's the locker room. You got men and women walking around here. Dog, there was a day, I give you the real, there was a day when, and everybody knows this, but they just kind of probably be like, I don't want to talk about it. There was a day where it seemed like when you were working in Bristol, that everybody there was young, straight out of college, all the PAs and stuff, people who just getting their start. And they were going after the same kind of cats. Like this fraternity dude who played intramurals, who loves sports, and all these pretty girls who love sports. I didn't say women who love sports. I said pretty girls. Come on, man. It just seemed that way. I don't know. I'm in Bristol, and it's just weird. When I come to ESPN, when I come here, I see, whoa. And then when I leave, as soon as I leave this campus, I go outside, try to go to the diner, to the cafe. I say, oh. Okay, so if y'all want to BS the conversation, we can BS it, but we ain't got to. And frankly, I don't think the line is mainstream media, podcaster. It's not. It's only two networks for sports. Can we stop? There's ESPN and Fox, and they looking out for each other when stuff gets to this level. The Athletic is tied into New York Times, which is tied into all these entities because they all got the same. They got the same advertising agencies. They all go to the same places, et cetera. We got to look out for each other. If we talking that kind of story, when it lands on your lap, we're going to have to talk about it too. So let's just chill, go along, get along. Nothing wrong with that. But it's not just moral and ethical, because if that's the case, why y'all always talking about these lawsuits that happen to the athletes? Anybody? Oh, because that's who we cover. No, we cover you too. You think if you get in trouble, Colin Cowherd, it ain't gonna be talked about? Well, a lawsuit's different. Is it? I just showed you that when there are lawsuits for players, you talk about it. But when it's a allegation for a player, you talk about it. When there's suspicion of a player, you talk about it. Y'all going to concerts showing this dude at a concert because he's there to see his baby mama. That ain't his baby mama no more. Wow, it's crazy. The contradictions just go and continue. All right, let's get off Dianna Russini. Y'all stupid. Become a gym member with Project Transition. As a giver every month, small gifts have a big impact in creating real change. Not only will you transform lives, you'll also win and unlock once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Join me, Marcellus Wiley, in making a real impact through Project Transition, a global giving community dedicated to uplifting underserved youth with mentorship, education, and access to real opportunities. Your donation doesn't just enter you to win unforgettable prizes and exclusive experiences with myself and other gym members. It fuels our mission to empower the next generation of leaders, dreamers, and game changers. From after-school programs, life skills camps, and career development, every dollar helps unlock potential where it's needed most and where every person makes a world of difference. Give back, win big, be the difference, be greater than your greatest excuse. Support Project Transition today. Become a gym member and help turn obstacles into opportunities. Oh, that wasn't enough? Y'all want some more? Well, check out the link in my bio, Hydration Situation Live. Blah, blah, blah. It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I believe the verse.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so.